Hi, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm doing a reminder of some progressive meetings that are coming up. If you're interested in networking with fellow progressives, talking about various issues of importance that were included on Bernie Sanders' platform, on Jill Stein's platform, on Jeremy Corbyn's platform, things like that. Some things that Tulsi Gabbard talked about, some things that Nina Turner talked about, some things that Winona LaDuke and Ralph Nader talked about. If you're interested in things like this, there are some important meetings coming up that you might not want to miss out on. There have been meetings in the past, but we're always looking forward, ever forward, on peace, on climate, on voting, things like this. So this is what's forthcoming. We've got the Green Party, which is the major progressive political party. It serves as the electoral arm of the progressive movement. They are having their national meeting in Newark, New Jersey tomorrow, July 6th or July 13th through 16th. And so this is Newark, New Jersey. You can see what the Green Party is about. You can watch their channels, their live streams. There'll be information in the description so you can catch up with them. Talk to their candidates, their full slate of candidates that will be on the ballot in New Jersey this fall. And they've got high hopes. And so that's them. And then also, if you have concerns about our voting system, our electoral politics, concerns about election fraud, things like this that occurred in 2016, the Electoral College, instant runoff voting, ranked choice voting, voter access, voter suppression, the Voting Rights Act, all that kind of thing. There's going to be a democracy convention. This is going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota, August 2nd through 6th. And so that's coming up too if you have interest in our voting system and the ways to fix it. That there are people working on those issues in Minneapolis. And it looks like it's going to be a huge full conference with workshops and things like this. Finally, there's People's Congress of Resistance. This is going to be in Washington, D.C., September 16th and 17th. And so these are meetings that are forthcoming. If you feel isolated and alone, these are opportunities for you to talk to like-minded people, to come off the internet and meet people face to face, to attend classes and workshops, to get educated, to gain knowledge, to see what other people are working on in their communities, and how to organize together to make a strong fist. Instead of, a single finger pointing at people, you can be a strong fist. And so that's what those meetings are very helpful for. Education, networking, strategizing, and then tools for resistance and organizing. Okay, so I've talked about the Green Party's meeting, and I've also talked about the Democracy Convention in previous videos, and so I'll post those links in the description, and you can review those if you want to, or just go right to the links of the conferences themselves. With this video, I'm talking about the People's Congress of Resistance. I'm at their website, and I can tell you a little bit what that's about. Again, that's Washington, D.C., September 16th and 17th. And so they're saying that it will convene in Washington, D.C., and they're talking about the U.S. Congress that serves the already rich and the lobbyists and the shadow government. And so the People's Congress of Resistance is to be the voice of the people and expression of direct democracy, of those who are left out and kept out of the Congress of plutocrats. And so they are trying to bring together grassroots resistors from every part of the country. They're bringing together delegates from the impoverished and held out industrial communities in the Midwest, immigrant families being ripped apart by ICE raids, African American communities are being devastated by unemployment, poverty, gentrification, and police violence. And I'll also add on environmental racism. And then towns of devastated Appalachia where jobs left, but millions of opioid pills were simultaneously pumped in by profit driven pharmaceutical companies. The Native American community on the front line in the fight for Mother Earth and in defense of Native sovereignty and self determination. Educators and parents struggling to improve rather than destroy public education. Activists fighting to defend the lives and core rights of women. Environmental and community activists fighting to stop fracking and the corporate destruction of the planet. LGBTQ organizers fighting back against bigotry. Healthcare workers and advocates who are demanding a single-payer national health program. The Muslim American community, which is being demonized and targeted by hate crimes and hatred. Organizers who have been fighting the military-industrial complex as a self-perpetuating monster that I can't say that word. Why is that word there? Incentivizes more and more wars and allows the biggest corporations to loot the national treasury under the pretext of national security. And so that's who are coming to the People's Congress of Resistance. This will be September 16th to 17th at Blackburn Center at Howard University in Washington, D.C. And so there will be plenary sessions and breakout meetings. And they'll be talking about the platform. They will be promoting a real resistance along an independent path. And so they actually want to confront Donald Trump, but they also reject the Democratic Party elites in Congress and outside who have refused to fight the right wing during past decades and instead have embraced the wretched policies of neoliberal capitalism. And so they're saying that history has shown that change comes from the bottom up. It comes from the dedication and determination and resolve of the grassroots. As we learned from the great Frederick Douglass, power concedes nothing without struggle. And so the People's Congress of Resistance will be convened in that spirit and in that tradition. So that's another meeting that's coming up wherever you are in the United States. If you're closer to Minneapolis, you can attend the Democracy Convention. If you are closer to New Jersey, of course, you can attend the Green Party National Meeting. And then if you are closer to Washington, D.C., you can attend the People's Congress of Resistance. And so don't let geography stop you. It seems like people are convening meetings around the nation for various reasons, mostly for democracy and defense of democracy. I will say this, that always keep in mind that when you go to someone else's house, you do follow their rules. I'm just going to add that in there. And so things are done in order and according to the rules of the house that you're in, whether you're in a Las Vegas casino, whether you're, wherever in your own house, or whether you're in the Green Party's house, or whether you're in the People's Congress of Resistance house or the Democracy Convention. Their rules of organizing and media behavior are their rules. And so you do have to follow their standards and make sure that you're doing your work if you're meeting there appropriately and in order. But I say that it's definitely great opportunities coming up to meet and greet and talk about what can and should and will be done to bring our nation back to where it needs to be, representing the people and not the oligarchy, and that these are groups who are making strides to do just that. Good luck.